Hello, viewers of YouTube out there. It is Sebastian of Sebastian's Movie Game Time, and happy Memorial Day to all of you out there. Is a nice hot sunny day today on this Memorial Day. Um, so on today on episode, I'm thinking episode 33. On today's episode 33, I believe. I'm gonna be reviewing and talking about movie two movies that I saw and I'm gonna talk about movies that I saw in theaters and films that I didn't see in theaters. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, on today's episode 33. So let's get started, shall we? First off, this is going back to 2010. I saw this movie like in the movie theaters. We had the first Expendables movie. Now, when I saw, well, I had never heard nothing. I never heard anything about this movie, the first Expendables film, until I saw the trailer. And you know how the trailer for the movie they announced all the cast name stars who who are going to be in the movie. And then when I saw these name stars, I was like, oh really? This is the kind of movie I'll be looking forward to watching. Like we have Sylvester Stallone. It's like, oh, Stallone, action icon, great. I'm a fan of this. I'm a fan of Stallone. And Stallone not only acted in the first Expendables movie, but I think he wrote and produced and he directed the movie as well too, the first Expendables movie. So I was like, cool. So I mean, Stallone behind the camera and he's acting in this movie as well. Cool. And we have Jason Statham. I knew who Jason Statham was. Now, what does that mean? I know. That means like no, I never met the guy. I never met him in person. Like I never shook his hand or anything. But when I saw Jason Statham's name, I was like, "Ooh, Jason Statham," because I've seen his action movies before the Expendables film that he did. So I'm familiar with his action movies, Jason Statham. So, oh, Statham, Jason Statham, cool. We we have Jet Li. I was like, "Ooh, Jet Li, another action icon, Jet Li, a great action icon star in his time." And when I heard about Randy Couture, it's like Randy Couture, is he like a MMA mixed martial artist fighter? It's like, oh, okay. I'm not a fan of UFC or MMA mixed martial art fights. I'm not really a fan of those. But it's like Randy Couture. Oh, okay. He's a UFC fighter or mixed martial arts. So it's okay, Randy Couture. And then obviously we have the comedian Terry Crews. So it's like Terry Crews in an action movie like The Expendables, and it's like, why is Terry Crews in an action movie like this? Terry Crews is known for comedy movies. That's most what he's known for is comedy films. He's not mostly like an action star, to be honest. But Terry Crews like, oh, Terry Crews. So and we have Steve Austin. It's like Steve Austin, Stone Cold, WDF former WDF wrestler. Um, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I've seen him. I've seen him in a couple of things. He was cool. It was cool to see him pop up in Expendables. Eric Roberts. I was like, oh, Eric Roberts. He's done some small action movies, independent action films in the '90s as well too. I said, oh, Eric Roberts appears in it. Cool. We have Make You Work. I said, oh, Make You Work. Okay, he's done some good action films. I've seen Make You Work. Yes. Um, and Dolph Lundgren was like, ooh, Dolph Lundgren. Yes, Dolph Lundgren. He's an action star. It's like, okay, cool. Rocky Ford, Drago. Um, and then when I was watching the first Expendables movie, when I saw Bruce Willis's cameos. Oh, Bruce Willis has a cameo in the film, and Arnold Schwarzenegger has a cameo in the film. I was like, oh my goodness. I was so when I was watching this first Expendables movie. I was waiting for that big moment scene where Stallone in the center middle, in the center middle, and then you got Bruce Willis in the same scene as well, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger's character comes in into. It's like seeing all these free, you know, God action warrior titan heroes. I should say God titan warrior heroes of action movies. Bruce Willis, Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all three of them are a triple mighty, like if you say like Hercules, Poseidon, um, I don't know what else, Greek god mythology person, but Stallone, Arnold, and Bruce, all three are like the giant titan warriors of action films. So it was cool that all three of them pop up in the same scene as well. That's cool. The first Expendables movie is about a missionary group of it's about a group of missionary men who call themselves the Expendables. They go on a mission to ruthless kill a ruthless dictator and a gone rogue ex CIA agent. I get the first Expendables movie 2 out of 3 stars. It stars Sylvester Stallone, Eric Roberts, Dolph Lundgren, Jet Li, Jason Statham, Randy Couture, Jet Li, Terry Crews, Steve Austin, Stone Cold, Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Mickey Rourke, Dolph Lundgren, and Jason Statham. I get the first Expendables movie 2 out of 3 stars, like I said. Next up, we have Rocketman. It's about Rocketman tells a story about about Elton John, who will later become the most iconic, famous singers of all time, and of his stardom before he became heavily with alcohol, substance abuse problems, and it's a really cool movie, Rocket Man. I like the visual images. I thought the visual stunning images were so beautiful. The musical numbers and the visual stuff, it was just so beautiful, good. The Rocket Man. Rocket Man stars Taron Egerton and Bryce Dallas Howard. I give Rocket Man 2 out of 3 stars. We have we had the reboot or remake of the Grudge movie. It's about a mother and her son. They move into a new house. Little what they know that their new house has been haunted with evil, supernatural evil spirits. This Grudge movie and intervening and interviewing and enters different group of characters that all takes place at the same time period that this film's taking place, like intervene each different characters who lived in this house as the mother and son before they moved in. um it's it's it jumps back and forth if you see the movie. The Grudge, it stars Lin Shay and John Chow. I give the Grudge a remake or reboot 2 out of 3 stars. We have Spiral. It's by detective, um, and his father. They hunt for who's a retired police officer. They hunt for a serial killer who's copycatting the Jigsaw's work of torture and murder of the victims. I thought it was a very interesting concept movie. Chris Rock. I mean, I, Chris Rock, the comedian Chris Rock, to do a horror movie like Spiral, the Book of Saw. I was like, oh, this is interesting to take on. Um, Spiral, the Book of Saw. It stars Chris Rock, Samuel Jackson, Marshall Nicholas. I give Spiral, the Book of Saw, 2 out of 3 stars. We have F9, known as Fast and Furious 9, the Fast Saga. So where Dominic Toretto and his family face a new target, and that happens to be Dominic Toretto's half brother that he's never spoken and talking to for a long time, years. Um, Fast 9 F9, the Fast Saga stars Vin Diesel, John Cena, Jordana Brewster, Michelle Rodriguez, um, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Michael Rooker, Helen Mirren, and Charlize Theron. I give F9 the Fast Saga 2 out of 3 stars. We have we have Smile. This is going this is 20 this is 20 this is 2022 um movie move I saw a couple movies in 2022 in theaters. We have Smile. It's about a woman who witnessed a bizarre incident that involves her patient, and then she starts seeing things that are that's driving her completely mad and crazy, and um, Smile stars Celsi Bacon, who is a daughter of actor Kevin Bacon, and I give Smile. Oh, there are a lot of good scare moment scenes in Smile that they're really creepy and good. I give Smile 2 out of 3 stars. We have Barbarian. It's about it's about 3 people who stay at this house that's in Detroit, Motor City, and little they know that all these 3 people and staying at this house, you know, what what what's underneath this house that they're staying at is something unspeakable evil, something that they never seen before. Um, Barbarian stars Georgina Campbell, Bill Skarsgård, and Justin Long. I get I get the Barbarian 2 out of 3 stars. We have Halloween Ends. This is now I'm gonna be talking about movies that I didn't see in theaters. Um, we have Halloween Ends, the final chapter of Blumhouse's new Halloween update versions. It's the final chapter between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers as they get into one last battle, one last time. Halloween Ends stars Jim Lee Curtis, Andy Machak, and Kyle Richards. I give Halloween Ends 2 out of 3 stars. We also have Disney picks. We have a Disney movie called Soul. Soul is about a man named Joe who is a band teacher, and he likes his jazz music. When he realizes that he must help another person to find their own dream of what they want in life. I give Soul Disney Soul stars the voice of Jimmy Fox and Tina Fey. I give Soul 2 out of 3 stars. Um, we have The Little Things. This is oh, and if you're wondering, Disney Soul came out 2020. If you're wondering, and we come to 2021. We have The Little Things. It's about a sheriff who teams up with a detective who must find a serial killer from stop for that committed victim murders. Um, the Little Things stars free Academy Award winning actors Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto. I get The Little Things 2 out of 3 stars. We have Candyman, and Jordan Peele's new update version of Candyman is about the spirit ghost of Candyman who haunts a man and his girlfriend, and as they begin witnessing killings of killing victims, killing new victims, um, that the urban legend spirit is doing. This new Candyman movie stars who stars uh Tiana Paris. Um, I get I give Candyman 2 out of 3 stars. We have the Kingsman. It's a prequel before the first Kingsman movie, The Secret Service. It's a prequel before the first Kingsman Secret Service movie, as a younger version of the Kingsman as they go up against a villainous a baddie villain named Rasputin and save the world from evil. The Kingsman stars Ralph Fiennes, um, and Gemma Arterton. I give the little I give the Kingsman 2 out of 3 stars. We have a film called Remnant Science. It's about a private investigator man who investigates a world of the past where he looks for a woman that he's obsessed with. It's a science fiction. It's a science fiction thriller movie. It stars Hugh Jackman, um, Re- Rebecca Ferguson, Tandy Newton, and Cliff Curtis. I give Remnant Science 2 out of 3 stars. We have the Free Guy. It's about a bank teller who wants to, when he learns that he's a game character who lives in the world of a video game, and he becomes a hero of the story of the video game. Um, Free Guy stars Ryan Reynolds, Jodie Comer, Joe Keery, and Takai Waititi. I give Free Guy. It's a Sean Levy movie. The director made it as Sean Levy. I get the Free Guy movie. There were some great moments, scenes in it. I thought they were fun and great action. I get the Free Guy movie 2 out of 3 stars. We had the Boss Baby 2, known as Family Business. It's about the talking Boss Baby. The talking Boss Baby is back along with his brother as they must stop a new threat that is threatening the world. The Boss Baby 2, Family Business, stars and voice talents of Alec Baldwin, um, James Marston, Jeff Goldblum, Eva Longoria, Jimmy Kimmel, and Lisa Kudrow. I get the Boss Baby Family Business 2 out of 3 stars. Let's see. And we have one more movie of 2021 that I didn't see in theaters, and that's called The Forever Purge. It's about a group of people who must fight who who must fight their way out of Los Angeles because the Purge night, because in the Purge. But you thought, okay, this Purge, everything's back to normal. But it actually turns out when it's called the Forever Purge, I was like, wait a minute, why is it called the Forever Purge? And when I saw the movie, it's like, oh, that's why it's called the Forever Purge. Because if you thought the Purge, because in the past Purge movies, the purging, people going purging, you know, it takes place, one night all the time. But but in this but in this one, the Forever Purge, that means forever. Like all the purging killings is not going to stop because it's called the forever. So that means the purging killings will go on forever. People will go out there killing people and commit murder for forever. That's what's called the forever purge. I was like, oh, okay. But like I said, the forever purge is about a group of people who must fight their way through a lot of Los Angeles people. Must get out and escape throughout the entire Los Angeles from all the purging people who are purging still, even though it was over, but they continued during purging. Um, the Forever Purge stars Josh Lucas, um, Levin, Bombin. Um, I get the Forever Purge 2 out of 3 stars. Okay, everybody, that will do it on episode 33 of Sebastian's Movie Game Time. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and you'll get new content episodes every Mondays. So thank you again for watching and tuning in on episode 33 of Sebastian's Movie Game Time, and I'll see all of you at the movies.